When did your 18th birthday almost become your death day? For my 18th birthday, my older sister Layla finally invited me to hang out with her college friends. She'd always treated me like an annoying little brother who wasn't cool enough for her sorority world, but when she handed me a bottle of pink lemonade vodka with a bow on it, I thought things were finally changing between us. Layla was home from her junior year at State, and all her Sigma Phi sisters were having a party that night. She told me I was finally old enough to party with the big kids. Her friends were all beautiful and intimidating with their perfect hair and matching pink shirts. They kept calling me baby brother and ruffling my hair, but I didn't care because I was just happy to be included. The sweet drink went down easy, and Layla kept refilling my cup. Her friends were teaching me drinking games I'd only heard about from movies. They laughed at all my jokes and took selfies with me. One girl said I was cute for a freshman, which made me feel like the coolest person alive. Layla put her arm around me and told everyone how proud she was of her little brother growing up. After my fourth or fifth drink, the room started spinning. Layla said they had a birthday surprise for me at their special spot by the lake. I could barely walk straight but managed to stumble out to someone's SUV. The girls were all giggling and whispering about the surprise. My stomach was doing flips, but I ignored it because I didn't want to look weak in front of college girls. They put a pillowcase over my head, saying it was part of the tradition. The fabric smelled like cheap perfume and laundry detergent. Someone tied it loosely around my neck while the girls sang happy birthday off key. The car ride felt like a roller coaster with all the turns. My stomach churned harder with each bump in the road. Then it happened. All that pink drink came back up while the pillowcase was still on my head. The fabric stuck to my face as I tried to breathe between heaves. I could hear the girls screaming, "Gross," and "He's getting it everywhere," but nobody helped me. I clawed at the pillowcase but couldn't get it off. Panic set in as I struggled to breathe through the wet fabric. The car stopped suddenly and doors opened. They dragged me out while I was still fighting with the pillowcase. Someone yanked my shirt off and I heard Layla say something about not wanting puke in her friend's car. They were all laughing and making jokes about how I couldn't handle my drinks. My jeans came off next and the cold air hit my skin. "Good luck getting home, baby brother," Layla said before car doors slammed. Tires squealed as they drove away, leaving me half-dressed and blind in the middle of nowhere. I dropped to my knees and desperately searched the ground until I found a sharp stick. Using it like a knife, I managed to tear a hole in the pillowcase big enough to breathe properly. I ripped the rest of the fabric off and looked around. Nothing but dark trees in every direction. No streetlights or houses anywhere. My phone and wallet were in my jeans pocket, which they'd taken. I was freezing and covered in my own sick, wearing only boxers and one sock. The reality of what my sister had done hit me harder than the alcohol. I picked a direction and started walking. Branches scratched my legs and rocks cut my feet. After what felt like hours, I saw headlights in the distance. Following them led me to a gas station where the overnight clerk took one look at me and called 911. He gave me his jacket and a bottle of water while we waited. The police drove me home at 3 a.m. My parents were waiting on the porch looking terrified. I told them everything while wrapped in a blanket on our couch. My dad's face turned red and my mom kept saying, "She did what?" over and over. They called Layla, immediately demanding she come home. When Layla showed up the next morning, my parents had already packed her stuff. My mom told her she had 1 hour to get everything and find somewhere else to live. Layla tried to say it was just a prank, but my dad cut her off. He said anyone who would endanger their own brother wasn't welcome in his house. Layla begged and cried, but they didn't budge. The last thing I heard her say was that I'd ruined her life by being a baby about a harmless joke. My parents stood firm and she left with her car full of boxes. We found out later she'd dropped out of school and was couch surfing with different friends.